Oh, well, gotta fix that.
We always say it, but then I forget about it by the time.
And then what happens is the show starts, we play it, and then now we're like, we gotta fix it. And by the end of the show, we'll forget. And it goes on and on and on and on and on.
It's an endless cycle, you know.
Before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, women, children, people,
nanas, pappies,
dogs, cats, snakes, apes. Share the link. Share that link. Share that link. Couple little housekeeping. Remember, go on, please, wherever you listen to your podcast, whatever platform. Give us a subscription. Subscribe. I can't say the word very well. Subscribe. Go on to YouTube. Subscribe. Be our fan. Tell people. Comment, check. Yeah, we got you. I think we're in real time right now.
Thank goodness. That was something last night, huh?
But we did it, man. It gives me hope. Andrew has comment check, and here it starts with Tim Durham. Is there a way to mute Tyler but not Tim? Why don't you fuck off?
Share the link.
Share it. Just share
the link. Like our podcast. Jesus.
Not to be hostile right away.
What do we have to do?
Sorry for getting so. Takeout Friday. Hashtag Takeout Friday. I went to the Slate Quarry hotel.
Yes.
No rooms available. I checked.
No, not anymore.
However, very good food. Very good food. John Wayne Caldwell. He's partaking with us. Got some Bambinos in Deltona. I did say an F-bomb, really.
We sent it, early F-bomb. Wait, I mean, usually we save those up.
I had to.
But Tim, he struck that.
He struck a chord with your boy. But for those that don't know or whatever, John Wayne and his family have a little bit of COVID. Wife is getting better, right? So we sent a little care package down to Deltona, Florida from the Trinity. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know what this means necessarily. Looks like Ty had a spritzer with his dingers. I don't know what that means. Like a drink? I'm having a
wings. Like he had a
spritz.
He's calling wings dingers, but
I do have a little beer in there. I do have some beer in there. But
well said.
Well, can't say it better ourselves. All right, Tim. I was going to ask you. Oh, something. Okay, yeah. Slate Quarry Hotel. Isn't it back in the day? That's where people stayed. These like
Newburgh Inn, Newburgh Inn. Most of them were brothels. A lot. I don't know if Slate Quarry was, but most of them, the Hanoverville Inn.
So they weren't rooms per se. They were just where you go to.
Well, you'd stay there. I mean, you'd stay there with a lady,
right? But you didn't. It wasn't like where you would stay if you were rolling through town, or maybe that too.
I think it was a bit of both. Newburgh Inn, especially. So for anybody who's watching who is not from here, doesn't know what we're talking about. Newburgh Inn used to be a popular restaurant, but it's in a building that predates the United States of America. So it's in a building from the 1740s, I think, and it was 100% a brothel because the restaurant was for sale, and I was looking to buy it years ago.
Yeah, it's haunted, by the way.
So they gave me that one too. They're like, hey, just so you know, the Ghost Hunters Association comes in once a month, so you got that business going. I'm like,
I'm trying to, we're really trying to sell this, but there's ghosts here, so I don't know.
It's out of business now. It didn't go well. I mean, it went well for long enough, but people just couldn't make a go of it. But there's a couple of places in this area that because we're right outside of Philadelphia. Easton was sort of a popular place. What are you doing? What are you doing again?
I'm just making sure.
2 nights in a row, you're screwing up your texting.
I'm just making sure that we're synced up with the actual thing.
Well, I mean, you can tell just because of how fast they're coming in.
All right, just
and their time stamped.
continue. You don't need me
as the time. You're the only other person on the show. I need to talk to you.
I know, but I'm listening. But you're talking to the people as well. They're out there.
I'm going to send Tim Durham a link pretty soon. Get him in here. At least he can talk.
Talk to all of us. I'm listening. I know what you just said.
I hope the fans aren't texting. Also, I hope you guys aren't.
Just continue with your story. But I don't know. Have you traveled anywhere? I don't see many Newburgh Inn style things like in other places. Maybe there is. I don't know, but like in Deltona, do they have them? Because there's a lot of them here. Like a lot of these small little restaurants that were like hotels or
inns and hotels. Yeah, a lot of them are.
Yeah,
I've never seen them anywhere else either. I like a lot of, at least that I've noticed in other states where the business is very old, they're just bars, but they're not hotels.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, I mean, that's the thing I check first.
Is what kind of,
if I stay in a hotel, like an older hotel, if I check first if it's haunted. Step one, I asked the front desk lady, is it haunted? She's always like, I don't know. I just work here for $6 an hour. I'm like, cool.
Your EMF detector?
Yeah, I have it on my phone. Yeah. I have this actually kind of close to Deltona, John Wayne, JWC, as we like to refer to the man.
Tim throwing fire tonight.
I don't know why he does it to me exclusively. I'm not going to get sensitive. But anyway, I had shows in Flagler Beach, Florida.
Flagler Beach.
Yeah. And
Flagler Beach.
The place that I was going, and I was going down with Janine at the time, my girlfriend at the time, and we were going down a night early, and the place that I was doing the shows was put me in a hotel. However, the night we got there, I wasn't going to be in the hotel, so I had to get my own hotel. So I booked this place called the Topaz Hotel. Mm-hmm. Not knowing much about it, I get down there, and every room, it's the oldest building in America, I think. Every room has a picture of an old person on the door, and that's the name of the room.
Okay.
Like Mr. Benjamin's room, and he's a dead man, basically saying, this is the ghost that haunts this room.
And I know you're not a big ghost guy. You don't like the ghosts.
Guess where I stayed that night?
In your car.
A Hilton. We went through, so we had one room, and I went up to the guy, and I'm like, listen, man, that room's freaking me out. He's like, all right, we can move you up the stairs.
We can move you to the Mr. Harrison room.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, do that. So we go up there. It's worse. And I'm like, do you have a non-freaky room? Like, the second room they put me in, they literally didn't even try. There was dust. There was antiques everywhere. They were whatever dead person. They didn't even move his stuff out. Whoever died in that room. His luggage was still in there.
His dentures are next to the bed.
Yeah.
His dentures and his old haunted fleshlight.
Yeah.
Just laying
his
around.
Old haunted. Imagine like an old.
You could hear it moaning from the cupboard.
The shower goes on. Can you imagine? A fleshlight from like the 1700s?
It's just made of slate.
It's just steel wool.
Yeah. And it was still the most comfortable thing at the time.
Made of slate.
Yeah, everything was made of slate back then.
It's super heavy. It's hard to use.
They drank soup. They made soup out of slate back then.
Andrew Hess says New Hope Inn was weird. That sounds weird. And here's a Petrushka story. We're going to put it up before we read it. The Basil Street Hotel in Kutztown is super haunted. I don't know how things could be. It's either haunted or not.
This is powerfully haunted.
Many ghosts. Imagine ghosts competing for like the space. Because Basil Street Hotel in Kutztown is super haunted. They have great wings, but while at the bar, you can literally see shit happen. Glasses move across the bar. Doors open and shut. It's wild. Ghost hunters. What if everybody's just super shit-faced drunk?
Or they have like, I mean, a good bit would be if you had like metal bottoms to your glasses and magnets under the bar, like some kind of.
Oh yeah, cool it'd be a good bit. It's going above and beyond for the bit for sure.
Yeah,
Tim, but you're not
the absolute worst. What's that?
You're not scared of ghosts?
No, not really. Not yet. I haven't run into one yet that I found to be a scary fella.
Do you believe in them?
I don't know. I don't think so. My wife thinks our house is haunted by Papa Jazz, the ghost of Papa Jazz, my uncle who was a jazz.
He ain't haunting nothing.
And to her defense, every once in a while, weird shit does happen in the house.
Like what?
So Papa Jazz, for anyone who doesn't know him, which is all of you, he was my uncle who was a jazz man and just generally a weird guy. And he would wear like a bunch of pairs of socks for some reason, like the high socks, and you have a tin can of Prince Albert tobacco, which used to be sold in like a thin, it looked like a flask sized can. And in that can, he had tobacco mixed with weed, right? And so all the time, he was always rolling cigarettes, rolling joints, and smoking them all the time. And it had a very distinct smell of tobacco and weed. And every once in a while, my house will just smell like that. It'll just go out of nowhere.
Really?
My entire house was, yeah. So to Britt's defense, that is a very strange thing that happens. And she thinks, some people think like cardinals are like dead people.
Oh shit!
Like
then this house is haunted.
There's always cardinals coming to get us and things. One time, a blackbird was in the flew down the chimney and came in and just started like strutting around the house like it owned the place. Some strange things, but I still don't think it's haunted. But hotels, back to the hotels with the haunted hotel. Any type of hotel like that it's not uniform, like it's not a Hilton, it's not a Radisson. Yeah. It's just like each room has the sheets for that room because they only have one set of sheets that they just wash the same ones over and over again, if they even wash them. And there's like shit in the room, like items in the room. Talking to you tonight has not been easy. You're just reading shit.
I'm smiling at you. Jesus Christ.
You're reading over here. You're reading over here.
I sent a message to
Why
Tim
must
Durham.
you turn this podcast into a house of lies? That's my question.
You're talking about sheets when sheets are uniform. I know exactly what you're saying.
I have no way to know.
Well, now you know.
I have no way to know.
Jesus Christ! Continue the story.
That was
You're
the
like
end.
Kate right now.
That was the end.
It wasn't. That's not the. That's
there
not.
There was no story.
That was mid sentence. You stopped mid sentence.
I was distracted by.
Yeah. Don't put this on me now.
I'm trying to see what's going on.
I'm trying to multitask. I don't know this story.
You cannot multitask.
Of all people, you can't. Tim Durham wanted to share a good ghost story. I said no thanks, Tim. I needed to get him back a little bit. Jesus, continue.
Tim, come on in for the ghost. Just defy you with Tim.
Oh God.
Kate's here. Let's see what Kate. I bet you Kate is a massive ghost enthusiast. I have to think Kate's big on ghosts. Ghosts. For sure. Ghost hunting.
For sure.
13 minutes late tonight, which is later than
you let her in. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes.
We can leave her out.
Let's let her in.
Ladies and gentlemen, you love her and you hate her. She's a co-host of the program. That's Kate Hughes. She looks like a ghost of a ghost of like a queen.
I'm a princess.
You're not. That's not I'm a princess. I live in a castle.
What's that little jammy you had there?
I live in a castle.
What's that for? Is that a tree topper?
It could be.
I have a weapon that's also, it's like an ornament, but it's a weapon.
Beautiful weapon.
What would you need that for in life?
Don't worry about it.
What if Kate's been a ghost the whole time?
Kate, I think we know the answer to this question. If you just share the link, by the way. Share the link.
I can't wait to
have you shared the link, Kate? In Honest Trav? Have you shared it in Honest Trav?
Not for Honest Trav.
I did.
All right,
I shared Honest Trav.
Because I felt like he wouldn't appreciate this outfit. He would like something a little
more
less
scandalous,
clothing-ish.
A little more leg.
Next week. I got a good one for next week.
Do you or do you not believe in ghosts?
Tyler, I almost called you Tim.
Hard yes on her.
That's a hard yes. You know that I believe in them.
And it's going to be 1/3 true, 2/3 bullshit.
I believe in them. I see them. I also talk to them.
All right. So
God
even
damn
that
it. Ring it.
Was one.
Ring it.
Well, it was 1/3 true and 2/3 bullshit.
I know.
Exactly.
As it's meant
it's like
to
I
be.
met her before. Kate, so what do you really have an experience with the afterlife?
Are you joking right now?
Can you just answer a question?
No, the answer to that
I'm
is
not
no.
joking. Why would I waste the people's time joking about asking you a question?
The answer to if I can answer a question is no. I think you know that.
Please.
Tell us about the ghost.
Tell us about the
Guys, I talk to them like every night.
No, you don't.
No, these are demons in your mind. These are different.
No, that's no.
You talk to demons.
So do you
have demons and you communicate with them?
I am one. Rawr. Do you remember the King George Inn? Any of you? Either one of this question goes out to the nation as well. The King George Inn.
King George
Yeah,
Inn.
they bulldozed it, didn't they? Didn't they demolish it recently?
Oh, did they?
I thought that it might have just.
I don't think so.
It may have just been sold and not a restaurant anymore, but it was open for business up until a few years ago, I think.
I don't remember how many years ago it went out of business, but yeah, no longer in business. I worked there when I was in college, and I did not know that it was haunted. No one ever told me that. And I went to school for art. I was working on an art project in the basement. The owner was kind enough to let me do that, like in between customers. Lunch was slow. Tyler's not interested.
I'm listening right now.
He hasn't been for the
What
entire
is he doing?
Kate, I want you to focus on something here tonight. Tonight, you're just talking to me mostly because I'm going to be watching you, and I'm engaged.
Thank you.
None of this guy, this fellow, this.
You guys are more distracting talking about me not listening than
Tim. I'm bringing curtsies back
out of her
because we can't high five or shake
King George Inn. You're working at the King George Inn,
right? Don't you think that's?
I'm glad that
right
because you.
Hello, Tim. Good evening.
You usually don't wear such.
Thank
long,
God he's gone.
You got. He's gonna summon up a ghost on your ass, and you're really gonna regret this.
I know.
Wouldn't it be crazy if Tyler was like really deep into the occult this whole time? Like,
what if he was right?
He'd be the perfect cover because he acts like he's not into it or whatever. He's doing a ghost. He's dressed as a ghost. He became a ghost.
Ooh.
I live at the King George Inn. Oh. But I had to leave there because this waitress was weirding me out. Whoa. She kept curtsying to all the guests.
I love
this
it.
Ghost, I hate him. He's always harassing the guests. How did you? Oh, that's right. Okay, switches up. Never mind. How did you come back? How the heck did you?
I'm a person again.
Oh.
All right, Kate, you're at the King George Inn.
Ghosts are dancing, talking, jumping
on the tables,
right.
waiting on tables.
Tell us about it.
So I'm downstairs in the basement, and you know basements are scary to begin with anyway. Ghosts, no ghosts, basements, scary. Hands down.
Yeah, I'll agree on that.
Scary. Right? Tim knows. So I'm in the basement. I'm working on this art project. Minding my own business. And all of a sudden I hear, no one's down there with me. Legend has it they threw babies down the well.
Legend has it.
Not a great legend.
The legend has it.
There's a well down there.
Why were they throwing the babies?
You see that well?
Who knows? I never asked those questions. I never asked the pressing questions. So I'm drawing away. All of a sudden I hear, Kate, like it's right next to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, thinking it's someone that I work with.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't.
Dead baby.
Woo! It's like that. Remember that baby on the commercial? That
I have a theory already, Ty. Ty, you want to hear my theory?
I'd love to hear it.
It was a person.
It was
messing with Kate because she probably expressed to the people like how scared she is of ghosts and stuff, and it was probably just a person.
No.
It was probably a cook. It's like, Kate,
listen. No.
Your onion rings are ready. Can you take them to the table?
Yep. Fire table number 101. No, it was, I turned around and no one was there. And I can tell you, have you seen those cartoons where the legs like in
Scooby-Doo?
They just go really fast?
Yes. Is that you?
Woo! Up the stairs so fast. I was like, there was no one down there. Just me.
What happened to the volume there? That was crazy. Did you hear that? It's like a huge boost in Kate's volume.
You're welcome.
It was probably the ghost.
Probably ghost. He was like,
ghost of her headphones.
It really happened.
Well, does anybody in the comments, if anybody has ghost stories, we have a couple here. Quatressa says she went to Virginia City. I didn't even know that was a real place. Is it in Virginia? I bet. I think I saw a ghost there last November. I tried to not ever think about that. Well,
you're welcome.
You're welcome. But if you have a ghost story, please.
I'm trying to think. I feel like I must have something, but I can't think of it. Like I told you, like the Papa Jazz thing, and that happens semi-regularly. That smell will take over the house or whatever. But
what's the eeriest thing that's ever happened to you? Like ghost or like maybe coincident? Like
this is a good. I'm gonna write this down because I know I'm gonna bomb right now because I'm not gonna be able to think of the thing. But this is a good thing to come back to if I.
Oh, that's
great. Do you have one?
Great work. Yeah, I do. I have several. So
well, let's go. Let's start with one. Yeah, one story and like the spark notes of it would be
cool. So I'm sitting I used to live in West End, Allentown. Yep. 2 cats, boyfriend. We're sitting in the kitchen. All of a sudden, the 2 cats, because Tim, how animals are. They sense things beforehand.
You don't think I know how animals are?
Oh, I forgot.
You think I'm part animal?
Yeah. Tim, you know how to communicate with dead animals.
You get it. Tim gets it. He used to be one. So both cats jump up in opposite directions at the same time. Mm-hmm. Seconds later, there was like this boom, and I jump up and immediately like fall to my knees. And there was this big, bright white light that filled the entire house.
Did a light break? Like, was there another explanation for this other than you just jumped and it's a formerly alive person who's now dead?
And there was this noise like zzz.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Kate, that's a lie.
I've determined that the entire story is a lie.
Yeah.
But it would make for a good episode of a television show.
I'll tell you what. It's not a lie.
I wanted to do that when you're going zzz,
yeah,
so bad,
I know. You messed up. You're lost. Not a lie. Wish it was. Have no idea what it was to this day. So the boyfriend that it happened with, he's used that as he's like, remember that thing that happened to us? That was something. We should be together.
Wait, he used that to try to get back with you?
That was the ghost telling us we should hang out.
I think that ghost wants us to be together.
He's like, that was something. I'm like, it was something.
Every time we were hooking up, he was there.
He
orchestrated the whole thing, probably. He's like, remember that my friends did that whole thing outside?
He probably called the ghosts. Yeah.
Do you think, let me pose you guys a question.
Pose it.
When it is your time to leave this great earth.
Ooh, I think about it every day.
Do you think, and you get up to the pearly gates, let's just say hypothetically this is what happens. And God's like, Kate Hughes?
Woo! And I'm like, yeah! Woo!
All right, you got an option here. You could stay here, be an angel.
No,
or
thank you.
You can go back to Earth and haunt. What do you want to do? You got 10 seconds to decide.
Restitution. I'm going back down. Send me back down.
You're haunting.
Give me a
No, you don't get to go back down and be alive. You got to go haunt. You got to haunt.
Girl, I want
All right, Kate, you're haunting. Who you haunting?
Yes.
Who you haunting?
Is it just one person? I have several
people. Who are you haunting?
Like 1,000 people. I'm like the busiest ghost.
Unfortunately, Kate, it's looking like
you only get
people on Earth who can see you also sell essential oils. It's looking like there's a direct correlation.
I'm cool with it.
I'm cool with it. Everybody is Kate. Sorry, it says here everybody that you love can see dead people. They can already see ghosts because you hang out with the weirdest people of all time.
Yeah.
So you would go, Tim. What about you? Would you, given the choice, would you haunt?
No one would do that in the world.
So that's the whole logic behind there not being ghosts. Ghosts wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want to haunt.
That's not the lore of ghosts, Tyler. That's not even how ghosting works.
How do you know,
Listen,
Tim? Are you one of them?
Don't you dare question my
you
ghost knowledge
dare.
base. All right.
Wait.
The ghosts don't have a say in whether or not they become ghosts. That's the whole point.
That's a different theory. They're
not trying to be ghosting. They're just confused.
Tyler just confirmed that is in fact how
that's in Tyler world.
Done.
That's Tyler lore.
I feel like we live in Tyler world right now.
I live in Tyler world most days. You know, I try
like 5 days a week.
Tim Fry, you're here. You're next. Are you gonna stay and be an angel, or are you gonna go back and haunt?
I guess I'll stay because it seems a lot better.
He's staying.
Tim, are you staying?
A big set of wings for him.
Because you don't want to hang out with me anymore? Is that trying to get away from me? Is that what it is?
Get a big set of wings. Hey, do
get them wide. Get them wide.
Yeah.
3XL. Kate, you're not going to pick haunting. No one picks haunting, and you don't.
I just.
What color feathers do you want? What color feathers do you want?
Rainbow for Tim with sparkle on.
Boy, oh boy, color. I was thinking they would come stock white. But if you can pick, it's
Tyler world.
Is there like a
with you tonight, Kate?
Houndstooth? Is that what it's called? Houndstooth.
I was drinking.
Is there a thing called houndstooth? There's a dog's tooth.
It's black and white.
Ooh, big time question here from Andrew Hess. Temp haunt or perm haunt?
Ooh,
big time question. I would temp haunt. I'm down for
temp haunt. Good. Perm haunt. Also,
show that right there. Just show that right there.
Nick Herman.
Nick Herman loves to.
Who the hell is that? You pay him to come in here?
I'm not going to tell you. He's a secret.
Throw him a couple of wooden nickels.
Let me ask you, Tim. The reason I won't hunt. This is why I won't hunt. You're being mean. The reason why I won't hunt is I wouldn't be able to avoid not haunting my ex-girlfriends. I wouldn't be able to avoid it, and then I would see something I don't want to see. And you can't do anything about it. I think that's why bookshelves get knocked over because of ghosts, because they're just boyfriends seeing their former girlfriends hooking up. And they're like, I just want them to stop. How do I stop it? I flick the lights on and off.
How old are you when you die? Not like tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be old. I'm not going to die old.
You're not?
Do you want to die old?
I'm here to stay for as long as I can.
I mean, I definitely would rather die old than die now.
Yeah, I don't want to die now.
Right, so
you're not going to care about your girlfriends, ex-girlfriends.
Don't tell me what I will or won't care about.
I'm telling you right now, I'm allowed to do it. I'm also a host on this show.
And a ghost expert.
God. Kate just has an attitude all night. I hate to see it.
I'm a ghost host.
She's a ghost expert.
Boo.
God, you suck. You suck, Kate.
Oh, and ghost say that.
Thank you.
You dress like a fucking ghost.
I know. I'm so good at dressing.
Welcome to the ghost. The ghost of Kate Hughes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, speaking of ghost gang, here's an issue I have with some of these ghosty people. Why are all the ghosts
dead
from the 1930s, 1920s?
They're not.
They're not. You don't know. No, there's no ghosts with polo shirts on.
Yeah.
There's no ghosts with parachute pants.
Just going like this with a lax. No ghosts going like
never,
this with a lax.
Right. There's never even like ghosts from ancient Egyptian times. Right. It's always just it's always little boys and little girls dressed like they're in the 30s.
Yeah.
Men with fucking stovepipe hats and shit on. It's all the same age. Why? You know how many people have died since then? Many people. There's never any ghost that's anything other than your own culture for some reason. Like there's never like an Indian ghost. Ghosts from your area that you're familiar with who look just like the ghost in ghost movies.
Yeah, or it's a dog.
A ghost dog?
Yeah, there's always ghost dogs in like movies and stuff.
I wish there was a ghost dog.
But you never see like a ghost of a snake.
Pet Cemetery.
No bird ghosts.
No bird ghosts.
Bird ghosts.
Which is a conspiracy. That kind of proves the whole theory that birds never existed.
They were robots to begin with.
But Dress is saying she would totally haunt her ex.
Yeah. Most people would. That's what I just said that and you argued with me.
Damn.
God damn.
You said that you would do it and then you would be upset by it.
Why wouldn't I be upset by it?
You're dead. You're not. None of that stuff
Rachel,
is functioning
type
anymore.
us up. Tell us a little
Tell
bit
us a
more
story.
about this. I saw something about Lithuania up here, but I scrolled past it because
I think Petrushka just
Whoa.
wrote the next movie we're gonna write. A golf course ghost helping people get holes in ones and shit. That's fun.
That'd be cool.
That'd be fun time.
All right, here's the big one. He
Not
said,
really.
this is Brandon Petrushka, was in Lithuania for the army on patrol, went through an abandoned town, and there was a school with a basketball court. Kids were playing, but there were mines everywhere. So went to get them to safety, only realized they disappeared once we got close. Multiple people saw them just fade away, not just myself. That's a pretty believable brand. That's a pretty believable story on that one.
Yeah.
Shit, that's weird.
We got that one.
See, if I would ever
Why this one listener that we barely know says something, but you guys don't listen to me, you've spent multiple hours with me.
Well, that's why. That's actually why.
Because of all the lies.
The multiple hours.
If there weren't so many lies, I would say I believe this right away.
But under the
happened at the restaurant, I just don't think it was a ghost.
Under the lies, there's like a layer of truth.
No, that's even worse.
True of so many lies.
That means you can't be who you are.
The core
I am who I am, and that's all that I am.
And then the layers of the onion are the lies.
If I saw a situation that Petrushka saw, I don't think I could continue. I think that would freak me out.
Life?
It would freak me out forever. Huh. I mean, I would still live, but I would be freaked out forever.
You mean a hospital?
Probably
you're just not as tough as the rest of us.
No, not as tough as the ghost hunters.
Yeah, not as tough as Kate, I guess.
Tell you one thing that did happen. This isn't really a ghost thing, but about the animals. Like Kate said, the cats leapt away.
Yeah.
A friend of mine had died, and he had killed himself, and they were taking his body out of the house. And Brittany and I were the first people to the house because someone had heard it on like the police scanner or some shit. Called me, said, "Oh my, I think this is your friend." So we went right to the house. We didn't know he was dead yet. He was dead. And either way, the EMTs are there. They're putting him in a bag.
Was he dead?
And there's a bunch of cats. A bunch of cats showing up from around the town to hang out. And they say that happens with death.
Oh, shit.
Cats. So a bunch of cats were like
showing
up. Really bizarre. Really bizarre that the cats were coming.
I knew that was coming. I knew that.
It was inevitable.
It was from the beginning of the show. We were removing her.
I don't know
think
what
she
you
should
guys
stay away.
do without me.
Us either. Us either.
Mm-hmm.
Who would we have here to dress crazy and act crazy?
I feel like you couldn't get a replacement. So also the King George, they hired a crew to do like the ghost testing.
And
they came in and they stayed overnight.
Mm-hmm. Let me guess, they found some ghosts.
And then we never saw them again. It's a true story.
I believe that one. I believe
that really happened.
That one I believe. You know what's awesome about those ghost hunting? We should actually we could do a funny ghost hunting bit with us, but
we have to do a golfing one,
on the outside,
ghost hunting one.
Yeah,
like a fake.
Sure. Because the best part about all of those shows that no one ever cares about, and I don't understand why, is all of they have like the tools. They'll be like it's an EMF detector and it's got little lights. They're like here's the ghost tech. It's all of their own tools. They made their own tools.
Yeah.
So it could be a boom box with a light, and the light turns on whenever they push a button. And there's like,
and I love how
this could be
ghost
one.
Light.
They'll go in, and
the ghost here right now,
and everyone's watching. Like, well, the ghost light went off. So I mean, he said it was the ghost light,
and they're like whispering. TV. They're like, all right, we have to be very dark and still, and use these infrared sensors, to find the ghost. I think I hear something moving. Have you guys thought about turning on the light? Have you thought about that?
Never thought
turn
about
on the
that.
Light.
No,
ghost hate the light. If you turn on the light, the ghost won't come, and then we can't record the ghost.
Man, they know.
And they're all pretty much dressed like me right now. They're just like guys, just wear black t-shirts, and it's like, listen, we dedicate our lives to hunting ghosts, and we're just here to help out. We're not here to make money for the History Channel. We're here to help.
I saw that. Cheaters. I think they should be haunted forever. The cheaters.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
All
right, I'll read Rachel's story.
You can't even see me anymore.
This is perfect.
I hate Wait.
I woke up multiple times in the morning with my closet and drawers all open, but brushed it off as random inspections.
What?
And then finally it happened like 3 times in 1 week. So are you a ghost typing? Is a ghost typing this right now? So I went and asked one of my supervisors, and he said there were 0 inspections conducted on my room. After that night, it completely stopped. And then about a week later, I woke up in complete sleep paralysis. Never had that before in my life, with my bed violently shaking and pressure on my chest. That night, I got a dorm change.
I wonder if it's cutting it off.
No.
I wonder if we can only go so far. With,
yeah.
And she's like, no,
shit, we can't see the rest of it.
That whole thing
So I had a friend.
The thing about sorry to interrupt you, Ted, but the thing about sleep paralysis is during sleep paralysis, you can see things happening and they're not really happening. So drawers could be opening and closing, but you're actually sleep paralyzed the whole time, which is very scary.
No, that doesn't add up, Tim.
And it sounds white noise machine. It sounds exactly like they're multi-channel. That's all. They probably just have like kid like.
I'm gonna go on the other thing and find Rachel's the second half. Okay.
But I have a friend.
I got a dorm change and nothing ever happened again. Eventually, I was told I wasn't the first person at the base to report behavior like that. It sounds insane, and I was never a believer until that shit happened. So there's the rest of her story.
It does happen.
Joe's like, tell us more. That's it. That's the whole thing.
We already told you, Joe. God.
My friend in growing up, they moved from Tulsa, Oklahoma to here, and when they moved from Tulsa, they said their house in Tulsa was haunted, and they lived with it for long enough. It was like a husband and wife before they had my friend, and they got the advice where if you have a ghost, you just ask the ghost to leave, and they leave. I'm like,
how'd that work?
They said they never heard the ghost ever again. They're
just like, hey, would you mind getting the hell out of here?
We don't really want you here. And the ghost was like, all right.
I was trying to chill.
Fuck you.
I was just trying to chill.
I was trying to haunt. This is where my wife died. I'm just trying to freaking hang out here.
Trying to chill in the house.
That stuff scares me. So you know that I see dead people. I'm never like, so taking notes and asking them questions.
You never saw a dead person, Kate.
I totally did. I do.
You're
all
lying.
The time. I'm not lying. Why would I lie about something like that?
Dead people. Are you a murderer? Are you a serial killer?
I'm a dead person right now.
Are these recently dead people that you remove life from their bodies? I'll believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you believe that? You think I'd kill people in my spare time?
I
would. Take their skin and make dresses out of them.
Where do you think I get all my costumes?
Exactly. Yeah. They're all victims.
Every Halloween for the last 25 years, I've taken one man and one woman, and I murder them.
Not for nothing, but hit the bricks, Casper.
Hey.
You know what? I thought of a funny scenario with Catressa's thing where like haunting an ex. Like say you're a husband and wife, one dies and they haunt. And then the loved one dies, the significant other dies, and they're like, oh, they're a ghost. I'm gonna go find my ghost former lover, and that former lover is haunting somebody else.
Oh, that would be even more. How pissed would you be?
You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you're haunting your.
Why are you haunting your college girlfriend?
Wait, your YORE? Remember we were gonna bring that back, or was that something else?
Thanks, Kate, for derailing the entire bit.
Oh, your.
Yes, Kate derailed the bit.
Ghosts of yore. I feel like if you die, all bets are off. You can haunt whoever. You don't feel the same.
Well, I mean, they say, Kate, that you have to be like attached to the place. So when you die, you have to have some connection to the place that you're haunting. You can't just pick, because everyone would just pick like the White House. Everyone would just go haunt the president or go haunt a celebrity, but no one does that.
All right, can I ask you a question about dreams? Is this okay if we segue into this a little bit?
Please do.
Okay, so if you have a dream and you're dreaming about home, Tim, look, home, is he leaving? He doesn't care about my question at all. All right, so I'm by myself. So, hey, nation. So if you have a dream about about home, wherever home is for you, where is it? Is it like a previous home? Is it the home that you're in now? Is it made up?
I'm back, Kate. I thought it'd be funny if I walked away when you're talking, but I wanted to get this for our
hysterical.
For our benefit. So,
okay.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
I asked the question. So when you dream about your home, like,
yes.
you know how people have like that dream that they haven't done their homework or whatever. Like, do you have a recurring dream where you're home, like at your home, and where is that? I'm asking for a specific reason.
Yes, I do.
I don't think I do.
My home right now.
It's your home right now. Okay.
Yeah, and
Tyler,
it's in a specific room of my home right now.
I never have a home. I never have a home in my dreams.
Really?
Yeah.
Just roaming the roads, just hogging.
It's never a recognizable domicile.
Do you have lucid dreams though? Like, do you have vivid, often dreams, or?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what are you doing usually?
Yeah. Where are you? Where are you, buddy?
I don't know where I am. I'm in rooms. I don't recognize them.
But do they feel familiar to you?
It's not about the room. They feel familiar.
Okay.
I don't feel like I'm somewhere else, but I also don't recognize them as places that I've been before.
Okay. Well, I always have, when I dream that I'm home or I'm like with my family, it's always this one house where I grew up until 6th grade. Anyway, like 2 years ago, my mom sends a video in our group chat for the family, and it's
yes,
Tyler's homeless.
I'm homeless in my dreams. That's
even
how
in the dreams.
That's how successful I am.
So my mom sends this video, and I click on it, and it's our childhood home burning and up in flames.
Ooh.
And I'm like, that like really, like, oof.
It hurt you
so much. I was like, why would she share that information? And the flames are coming out of what would have been my brother's room.
Ooh, Tim.
Roddy. Hot Rod.
Hot Rod.
Yeah.
I was checking out this book to see if I can come up with any information, but
that looks like you.
What the hell is going on in this book?
Is that a Hitler thing?
Ooh.
Yeah, it looks and then like it says, what does it say? Humans. What does it say?
I can't read.
I can't.
I wish I could see it, but I can't.
Oh, because you're wearing sunglasses, not because you can't.
I can't see anything.
I was thinking I had to get the book closer, but it wouldn't have made a difference.
Wouldn't have helped, but I can't see anything. Yeah.
No.
I'm not here for seeing.
I understand that. These yellows, though, they give you a little bit of flexibility.
You can see better in the nightem.
Oh, I see like an owl.
QAnon ghost would be.
I had a dream.
I agree.
You ever have dreams while you're awake?
Yes.
And it sucks. And I think it's called having schizophrenia or something. But I was outside.
I think it's called mental illness.
Yeah.
That's the My Pillow guy.
It looks like him.
Yes.
It does look like him. I
had a weird one with an owl man. I had one the other night where there was like this owl man. It was just a regular dream, and this owl man was at my back door. He's knocking on the door, and I know it's owl man
with his owl hand.
It was like a human hand, but the wing was attached. Like it was a human hand at the end of the wing.
What's the man's face? Was it owl face or human face?
It was the worst kind of combination of owl. It had a beak for a nose, but then a full mouth.
What?
And then owly, feathery hair. Can
I ask you a favor?
Yeah.
By Monday, can you draw a depiction of this?
I wrote down a note to myself to draw Owlman like a month ago, and I just can't bring myself to do it because I feel like I might summon
a little
him.
something about Tim. When you ask him to draw something, he doesn't do it.
Oh, shut your yap, Kate. I haven't drawn for anybody else either.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Well, tell us.
It's off-show stuff brought into the show for no good reason.
We can talk about it in our handwriting club.
Yeah.
Shocker. So Kate bringing up off-show stuff for the in-show.
My drawing has a direct correlation to if you give somebody a bunch of audio equipment and they don't ever use it for any reason or give it back.
I did use it, but your father, the one you like, that I sound like this.
I know.
Tell your story, Tim.
Thank you. Anyway, the guy looks like an owl. It sucks bad. It sucks bad.
Great story.
Yeah.
Do we have any news topic? We're kind of low energy tonight, gang.
You think so?
Friday,
Friday, man.
You didn't ask me how my day was.
All right, you're acting insane.
Yeah, you're an insane person.
So we don't know what to do exactly.
Oh, okay.
All right, Kate, how was your day?
How was your day?
Guys, I had
All right, moving on. Do we have any news topics to talk about?
I think this is something we can talk about that people can relate to.
All right, fine.
Let's give it to her.
Give it to her.
So I had a weird day. I had a phone call today. This woman called me and she said,
that wasn't me.
Yes, it was. It's never me. It's been me one time since we got the intro.
You mute me, but he
yes, but I don't. You can always know it's Ty because I don't hit you with the video.
Okay.
Yes.
Good to know.
Never.
Now I know.
Now you know the secrets.
So this woman called me today and she's like, "Hi, Kate Hughes." And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You've been." And so I was in this magazine. I forget what magazine.
I was just in this magazine.
There's so many.
You guys know how you're like in magazines and you forget the magazines you're in.
Forget which one.
And it's like this woman's magazine, and
you end up in a Victorian magazine and you get an outfit, and the lady's dead that wore it, and
it's weird. So she's like, "Oh, we wanted to have you been chosen to be in this year's magazine as like one of the women of the year or whatever." And she's like, "Are you still at blah, 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 the address?" And she's like, "We want to have you as a full page and I want to send you something out." And I was like,
humble brag.
I have to tell you that I lost my job. And then she's like, "Oh,
ooh, you're no longer a woman of the year." Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
It was like so.
She lost her job, Denise.
So like the whole base, you had to be working at the place you were working to be qualified for this.
Unemployed.
She just said something about like how I'm connected in the community and blah blah blah, like feeding my ego. And I was like, I have to tell you.
I don't know.
But it was so awkward. She's like, "Oh, can I ask you when this happened?"
Oh, jeez.
I was like, "It happened like 6 weeks ago." And she's like,
6 weeks. She doesn't qualify for Woman of the Year.
How did she end it? Did she say like, "Oh, I'm going to check with my manager"?
She goes, "All right. When do you think you'll go back?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't foresee that happening." And she goes, "All right.
Okay. Yeah. Turn of events. We're going to donate some money to you. Okay. We're going to run a little bit of a fundraiser for you.
Feels like you're
it's going to be a spread. You're going to have a spread in the magazine, but it's going to be more
to be different.
It's going to be a little different vibe.
Homeless sign. It feels like that's where you're headed. Yeah. So she's like, "All right, I'll call you back in a month, okay?" And then boom, hangs up on me. And I'm like,
she ain't going back in a month.
Was this Lehigh Valley Style Person of the Year?
No, this was like some woman's magazine based out of Philadelphia or something. No.
All these local, like small magazines that don't actually exist. Like all it is marketing,
Right. They're just most of their job is just trying to collect money.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
You've won show of the year.
You're awesome person of the year. Did you know about it?
It's going to cost you $500 to be it.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Well, did you see how? I mean, Ty, we saw this. There was an ad from. I guess we won't name names, but it was a company like one of these magazines in the Lehigh Valley, and they were advertising for how to blow up on social media. They were like, if you pay us, we're gonna manage your social media.
Oh shit!
And you think your business is good now? Wait till it gets on the social media.
Yeah, because you have no idea. Facebook? Are you on?
It's the kind of person. It's the kind of people who like barely understand what social media is themselves.
You know about the internet.
And I might be wrong here. Was it $1,000? You get 3 days of exposure on their Instagram page.
It was their Facebook page. Like, you give us $1,000, we will promote you for 3 days, and you will reach 17,000 to 50,000 people.
Whoa!
And just for like,
sign me up.
just for like
$1,000,
like a deal. Where do I sign?
I went on our Clicking and Screaming Facebook page, and I put in $1,000, and you could get that for like 60 days.
Yeah. Like they're just taking your money and keeping it and not doing anything. And then to get the 17 to 45,000, it costs like $9.
Yeah, it costs like $20.
And that was a Lehigh Valley institution
we will give
that
you
actually is supposed to help
upcharge.
businesses. Yeah.
Well, it costs us $9, but times that by 14,000, and that's what we're going to charge you.
Yeah. And your hair salon will do spectacularly, especially during these difficult times.
They'll also we'll put you in front of 50,000 not real people. These are bots that you'll be in front of.
People
so
that will
your hair
never
salon
know you.
For $1,000, wait for it. A bunch of robots will see your company's name.
It's going to be awesome.
And also, you get to pay for my expensive whiskey. So it's up to you. It's your call. It's your call.
And I feel like now I want to do that to people when people call.
Scam them?
Not scam them, but do the thing where I'm like, oh, I'm actually homeless. And they're like, oh.
Ooh, I'm actually on the run for murder.
I'm haunting people right now.
Oh shit! No, I can't tell you where I am because I'm on the run for murder right now. Where are you?
In some Rodan and Fields cosmetic products. I'm glad you called me actually because there is an excellent concealer and it is. Listen, you basically own your own business.
Cover your whole face.
I know you like you like to be a business owner. Well, all you have to do is sign up for this other person's business, and then you can be a business owner yourself.
Oh, cool. It's great that you called me. I have a bunch of sneakers that need to be sold, and I don't know how I got them. Are you interested in any? Can I give you a good deal?
Tough. I don't have a job.
Speaking of this, and I hate to bring this up. We bring this up on every program, but
feels like you don't hate it then.
I know, but we do talk about how I hate it. Thanks, Kate, for pointing that out.
What do you hate? I actually don't know what.
We talk about drug addicts sometimes, and
every day we talk about it every day. We talked about it yesterday.
But we've all been solicited by drug addicts.
For drugs?
Not for drugs,
for money.
For money, but schemes in a different way. Like, hey, I got this going on, I got a Visa gift card. It's worth $100.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just want 50 for it, so I'll give it to you for 50. You're like, really? You'll take
seems like a great deal.
You'll take half. But there is a line. I had a friend in New York who had, he had like 100 sweatshirts, like basketball sweatshirts, and he's like, yeah, I got this box of basketball sweatshirts, like. And whistles. He had the whistles too. Like, and he's like,
"Who is this guy? Is he?"
I'm not gonna name the names. And he's like, I got all these whistles and these sweatshirts. You know, there's like 1,000 whistles, and I'm not gonna use them. Do you want them? And he's like, he gave me the price, and the price was like $200 for 1,000 whistles.
Wait a minute, Tyler. Can I stop you?
Still seems like a bad deal for whistles.
Yeah.
And the sweatshirts.
Is it a rape whistle? What kind of whistle is it?
Like a coach whistle.
Like a coach whistle.
Why would you ever need a multitude of?
Maybe it was,
I don't know if you could resell these babies. Yeah. What are the basketball? Are they professional basketball teams?
No.
Sweatshirts.
No. Did famous people blow these whistles?
No.
But like the sweatshirts, did they have emblems on them? I mean,
no, they were just like hoodies.
There's
like
sweat from like Scottie Pippen on it.
Gotcha.
Okay, no.
I know. So did you?
Well, no, it might not have been. I forget what the exact dollar was. It was like something reasonable where I considered I never wanted whistles in a supply.
You're like, now I want them. I feel like I could have some
I've never had the luxury of having an abundance of something.
200 whistles.
As many as you could ever need. Yeah.
As many as you could ever need.
You could put them all together and then have one mega whistle.
Like a long whistle.
Just knowing the comfort, you have a box of endless whistles for, that makes you feel wealthy in a way.
I understand that.
So it worked on you. You actually were like, I want a box of whistles.
Well, I was like, should I just, I know what he's going to do with it, but I will get like a rich person's amount of whistles.
Mm-hmm.
That's really.
I didn't go through.
Are you sitting on a throne of whistles right now?
I'm not. But you know that urge.
Oh, I do that all the time. I like $200 would be too much for me, but like I bought a bunch of locks, just a bunch of locks. A whole box of old locks and keys because it was available to purchase for $10.
Wow.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And then remember I sent you that message the other day because someone was selling an entire 5-gallon bucket of keys.
Yep.
And I was like, I wonder if I offer them $5 if they'll sell me all these keys, because then I could just have those too.
Yeah. Would you call yourself a hoarder?
Yeah, I didn't want to ask that question, but I felt like it was
I did. I asked it.
Thank you, Tyler.
See, I don't know, because I've watched the show Hoarders, and they hoard like their own shit.
That's what hoarders do. Hoarders watch that show so they feel better about themselves.
Big Whistle. I'm involved with Big Whistle.
Fickle mistress. That's true. It's
true. Big Whistle seeps into the lives of unsuspecting
what if
people.
I buy the sweatshirt?
Once you get a taste of Whistle.
What if I
bought? You get a taste of Whistle, Ty.
There's no turning back. Everyone says that, you know.
I fully expected to buy the sweatshirts and whistles and have the man reach out to me and say, "I need them back. I need a couple of them back."
And then you're like, "That makes me want them more."
I got 200 coaches.
And I get another box of 200 whistles.
What am I supposed to do? Like I was wondering, how did this happen?
Thank you, Kristen Marie, collector.
Yes,
collector. I don't know about that.
Late to the program though.
Yeah.
At least she came though.
You know what? She's showing up, and I like that about her. I know. He's a whistle hoarder hider.
Anybody who wants a clicking and screaming whistle,
you know where to get them.
What a weird thing of merch that would be, though, because you don't just a regular whistle to give to your fans.
Yeah. Do you think if enough people had whistles, would that improve or very, very, very much hurt society if a lot of people had whistles?
Way worse.
Bad.
Well, I feel like
there would be a like a sweet spot where for a while it would suck, and then everybody would be so jittery because everybody has whistles.
Kate's got some whistle thoughts on her mind.
It's like, well, I just was showing I have a large hand also. It's like the car alarm. Now that we all have them, they go off. We're like, nah. You know, if everybody had whistles and people were like, "Help! I'm being attacked."
It would be wild for a little bit, though.
Yeah,
it's just a regular whistleblower. No big deal. I think
people would also pull back and not use them, not abuse the power.
I think you're wrong. You give person the power,
especially you start getting, if you give kids the whistles, forget it. You're gonna have mobs of whistling 14-year-olds on the street coming and they're gonna get a hold of people with hearing aids on and whistle in their ears.
I can't make a whistle.
You guys could be right.
What the hell was that for a whistle noise?
I told you I can't make one.
That was the worst whistle noise I've ever heard, though.
Ooh. Oh, that'd be dope.
Yep.
Yeah, I just blow into the whistle and all you hear is
be a strange whistle.
Speaking of which, it's the end.
Yeah,
we've
thank
reached
God.
the end.
God damn.
Bring us out, Ty Doggy. Kristen, we called you out for being late, but we're always happy to see you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's been our program. Thanks for coming. Remember, head over to wherever you listen to podcasts and give us a subscription, give us a rating on iTunes. Tell the people what you love about us. Okay, give us a nice rating. It helps Kate's confidence. Also, head over to the YouTube page. Give us a subscription there. Tag your Takeout Friday places. I know we waited till the end to do this. Kate's still getting she can't handle being.
I went to the Apollo.
Oh, okay. And also, finally, without.
I didn't do that. Don't put that on me.
Shout out to John Wayne Caldwell, JWC. Hopefully he's getting better. And his family's getting better. Thinking about you up here in the north, buddy. Hope you enjoyed dinner.
Bell ring for John.
Bell ring for John. Am I missing anything? Oh,
the movie. Say the movie.
The movie.
Oh,
I forget also.
Next week, the movie.
There's the movie to watch, guys.
It was one of Lonely Island's movies.
It was the Palm Springs. Springs.
Oh, it's on Hulu.
On Hulu. Andy Samberg picture. Tomorrow night I'll be doing stand-up in Easton. I don't know where, so drive around until you find an outdoor comedy show. That'll be a fun thing.
His wife is watching from the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Hi.
Bell ring for JWC's wife.
Wait,
Kelly.
Kelly is your New York wife? You sicko, John?
He's got multiple.
Knows, okay?
What in the
sly fox?
Secrets out. Whistleblower.
Yeah. I wish I I gotta go get one.
We gotta get your box of whistles.
Yep. So that's all our announcements. Do you guys have anything?
No.
Kate still has her radio show on Mondays.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
WXLV is on iHeartRadio, 12 to 3.
All right, gang. That's it for us. Thanks for the week. We'll see you back here on Monday. We're gonna post some videos over the weekend. Keep you guys hot and hungry for us.
That's right.
Down below, you love her, you hate her. Everybody's favorite Victorian princess.
Princess.
It's at I Hate Kate. Up top left, the man with the plan, the master glasses, the bucket full of keys. Not a hoarder, but a collector of your hearts. It's at Professor Fry. Of course, you know, I am at Tyler Rothrock. Please give us a follow. Tell us stuff. Talk to us throughout the week. We love you. We miss communicating with you. Tweet at us. Instagram at us. Tag us in things.
We love
Tim,
that.
for the last time this week, the last time ever this week.
Ever this week.
It'll never happen again this week.
Not ever.
True. Ring that damn bell. Goodbye, y'all.